I had a bag full of all of our electronics and fell straight in the water.
Oh no!
From the very moment I open my heart.
I wouldn't be freaking out so badly, but we only have one engine right now. Riley's gonna have to jump start the other one. Yeah! You've gotten awfully close here, Riley.
And I found anything. Still this emptiness seems to win. Oh, I should be loved to the brim.
What are you girls doing?
Last week I'd say we scored with an incredible trip down to the Canary Islands with Riles and I and our mate Josje. We'd run out of wind about halfway there. We were suddenly becalmed with fog surrounding us and dolphins.
It's unreal!
There was a headwind that decided to greet us for the last 40 nautical miles, so we got to sail into an anchorage on the island of Lanzarote. Alright, what has just happened?
Fell in the water. I went there. I had a bag full of all of our electronics and fell straight in the water.
Yeah, these guys were just about to
Like
leave and I heard this gigantic splash and I was like, oh no.
Managed to hang on for dear life. Man overboard. Did
Alright.
you push the button, Alona?
What button?
The man overboard button.
Oh, no, I really should have though.
I think he was just overly confident getting in.
Yeah, he tends to do that sometimes.
And it's windy and there's big waves and
Yeah.
he just he'd be like this. Took a step on the dinghy and it just went
Oh
that way. Held on.
Josje and I were keen on an early morning hike up the mountain Elena had referred to earlier as Uluru. This would be on La Graciosa, the island just across from us. Poor Elena stayed behind to catch up on some work. This tends to happen when she has a girlfriend around. Incidentally, La Graciosa means graceful in Spanish, and we were anything but whilst doing our climbing.
He was a sinner like me. I'm trying to be a lady, but you're so desperate to save me. You're not making it easy.
This island is part of the Chinchillo Archipelago Natural Park with a population of only 700 people. There are no natural water sources here, so fresh water is piped from Lanzarote.
I really should have just gone hiking with those other two because out here it's gusting to 32 knots. I wouldn't be freaking out so badly, but we only have one engine right now. Riley's gonna have to jump start the other one. So I'm just sitting here, I'm about to put a podcast on to help chill me out, and I'm just gonna sit this out. It just brings back awful memories from Greece. This is really, really, really bad.
Yeah, reading you loud and clear, Elena. She's saying the wind's really picked up.
Yeah.
Roger that, I'll start coming back now.
Thanks, it's just, yeah, it's really howling.
It's going to be hard for us to take the tender back over, but yeah, I'll start walking over there now. I just need to be able to see the boat. Yeah. Gracias. Yeah. Gracias.
We're going to be feeding into it, so we're just putting away the groceries into this compartment so they don't get wet, but also try to fit the bag with the electronics, so. Alright, do it?
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
Go. Yeah.
Alright, well I think we just go in closer. The wind's coming from the south, alright? It was forecast just for 15, like not even 20. So what's happening is the wind is coming around here, it's wrapping around the coast, and it's just funneling through here where we are. It's just absolutely hammering through here, and we're getting 30s and even 35s. So we're thinking we might just get out of this whole area.
Yeah.
There she sits, 7.8 knots.
engines that are not working. So Riley is climbing under one of the beds to try and fix it, but it's really not good having this happen.
Not good timing as we were just trying to cross over this headland.
How sick of it are you?
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, Elena.
How many times is this?
This is going to be like the 5th time we've fixed these engines this year.
We've replaced the control boxes.
Yeah,
But
replacing control boxes.
There's clearly a leak in the fuel line, which I went through and tightened them all up, and then the guy, when we went back to Ultramar for the second time, the Volvo dude had a look at it all and tightened a few things up, and he thought that he'd found it, but there's a mysterious air leak.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to have to jump start this one again now.
Yeah, alright.
My bed's pulled apart.
Yeah, mine too.
Can you rev that engine, Elena? Yep. Yes! Woo! Yeah!
We've got a bit of a burrito night happening here on the Vagabonde.
We just whipped that up, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm doing a one-handed burrito behind the camera, so if the footage is a bit wonky, I apologise.
Behind the scenes.
Spicy.
You've gotten awfully close here, Riley.
I'm not going to get bossed around by a cruise ship. They can go around it.
So we were just sitting here playing our word game, and we looked up and there was a big cruise ship not very far away, so we weren't really concentrating, were we, Riley?
I was not.
Were you?
We sailed 60 nautical miles down the east coast of Lanzarote to get to Marina Rubicon, a place we hope to get a few jobs done and prepare for the 2,072 nautical mile journey ahead of us across the Atlantic. So we're going to cross the Atlantic, and once we do that, we'll have an opportunity to organise a Patreon meetup, which we've already got one done and dusted, and we're going to organise another one. So I've got two names here. I've got Johan Nell and Oliver Cameron. Johan Nell and Oliver Cameron, if you guys can get in touch with us, please. We'd love to catch up in like the Bahamas or Florida or up the east coast of the US or in the Caribbean somewhere. I'm not quite sure yet, but please get in touch with us. And the rest of you, if you give that video a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated as well.
Right, we're doing it. We're doing it. There was a chance one of the engines would die again coming into the marina, which wouldn't be fun trying to dock with a cross breeze. It looks like there's someone there too to catch our lines.
Yeah,
Oh yeah! We made it! Oh, so glad that engine held out.
Good shit.
My girl.
That was quite smooth.
Yeah. Thank you. Gracias. Well, it's Josje's last night on board, and we're celebrating with a haircut.
Yeah, not too much. You got it. My hair's definitely been in my eyes the past few weeks though, so it was a big chunk.
Looks good, Josje. It really
Does it?
does. Yeah, I promise.
Okay.
We had a bit of a shindig for Josje's last night with us on board La Vaga.
Good morning, pants. Carosu.
Yes!
What are we doing?
We set our alarms real early because we're gonna go film the sunrise. Hooray! I need a coffee! Get me one now. I was in love with the big blue ocean, letting the waves take me anywhere.
We got 10 minutes till the sun is rising. We underestimated how much time we had.
Silence and the soul in my hair.
So this is a tower. It was built in the 1400s, and in 1769 they used it to fight off pirates from the south. So this is what we're casually sitting next to as we did the time lapse this morning, and I think it's pretty cool.
Go the Canaries, eh?
Yeah.
We're gonna go fly the drone up on this point over here because there's some awesome cliff faces.
So it's a pretty exciting week. We're getting ready to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Haven't had the best week, to tell you the truth. I had some vaccination shots and a rash has just popped up on my face and neck, and it's horrible, and I've had a fever at night, so yeah, it hasn't been the best week, and my mate Josje's left. Bye! Bye! We love you! Love you too! So I'm a little bit sad about that, but yeah, got a few jobs to do on the boat and we can head off. I'm looking forward to getting out there and getting to the warm Carib.
Can you make me a coffee?
I told you I was going to make all the food and then the coffee comes out with it. You have to wait. Why are you filming me? Alright, what's on the jobs list, Captain?
I've got to upgrade the firmware on the satellite phone, fill the gas bottles, clean the boat, because there's this like Saharan desert dust which just settles over everything, so you just, yeah, really need to give it a good going over, and organise a dive of the Museo Atlantico over in
Oh
here.
yeah, all the statues on the floor.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's all the jobs that necesito.
Busy. What are you up to, Burketown?
I am upgrading the firmware on the Iridium Go and re-registering so that we can get weather from predict wind on our crossing. So it's funny how much of this stuff revolves around the internet.
I know, yeah. We can't escape it. No.
But it's another job to tick off the list, and it'll be really good to have all of the weather available. I haven't done it since we've been in Europe, because you're never too far from, I mean, you might only be 5 days at sea or something. What's the longest we've been at sea?
5 days, I think, yeah.
So yeah, once this is done, we'll have weather for the crossing. So that'll be good.
So jobs that I have to do. I've got to provision the boat, which is going to be quite a big job. Luckily, the guy across from us, Steve, who's on another boat, he got a hire car for the week and he said we can borrow it. So that's great because we've got to drive all the way to Tenerife, where the big supermarket is. Also, I've got a lot of footage that I need to turn into videos for you guys, so I'm going to be on the laptop a lot this week, and I'm also going to go through the whole boat and start bagging some stuff that I can give to the people in the Caribbean who have suffered from the hurricane. So yes, there's going to be a lot of cleaning, a lot of movie making, and yeah, that's basically what I've got to do this week.
She was bold, bolder than concrete. She'd knock them all off of their feet. Where I wrapped around.
To give away, pal?
You're kidding me.
A lovely distraction from our massive to-do list was meeting a nice German guy named Stefan. So we're on board with our mate Stefan from Germany.
Hello. Guten Tag, that's what I was after.
Hey, do you mind if we turn this music down?
No, please.
Okay, so where'd you get the boat?
In northern part of Germany,
Yeah.
about 2.5 years ago. Then I
Who
sailed
was
it.
your inspiration?
No, it was actually Riley. Yeah, your videos just popped up at the right time. I
Yeah.
was just very close to getting a camper van.
I've been hearing this a lot lately. It was the same old, if this idiot can do it, then I think anyone can.
Yeah. That
Yeah, it
seems
was a bit
to...
like that.
What's your scariest moment?
I think the scariest was last year when we came back from the UK to France, and I didn't have a VHF and no radar and no clue. And we hit the traffic zone on the English Channel at 2 or 3 in the morning, and the toilet was overflowing, so the whole boat was full of shit.
No.
And yeah,
Oh
there
my
were
gosh.
like, I guess 60 boats around, and I could only see the lights and
But they
a
could
bit of
smell
fog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but it was
like-
just very stupid to do it without a radar or
Yeah.
AIS.
AIS.
Yeah.
That's adventure right there. So best time. What's your best kind of moment?
I think the best day was when we did the Bay of Biscay crossing. I feel like everyone is a bit afraid of the Bay of Biscay.
Yeah.
And after we made it and we hit whales and dolphins and we're in Spain.
Yeah.
Nice anchorage
Nice.
and going on.
You felt like you'd achieved something.
Yeah, yeah. The reef it took as well way more money than expected. If you want to get a boat, keep in mind that it's going to be way more expensive than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
The boat is 40 years old, and I think if you start to fix, for example, the water tank, and you realize that everything around
Yeah.
is
Yeah, you just gotta, you know, get the basics done and get it done. Otherwise, you'll be in the port forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just don't buy a 40-year-old boat.
And so what are the plans now? Go and save up some more money.
There's no plan yet.
Yeah.
Fall into the forest floor.
Without a single dinner-sized fish in sight, Riles decided to give Stefan a freediving lesson while we were out there.
Flying through the autumn sky, there seemed to be an endless supply. What the hell are you looking for? She must have seen that I was lost.
What wine did you get?
The cheapest.
Good. Well, we didn't get any fish, but we are making up for it with a gigantic pasta. And we got Stefan over for dinner because we love him. Thanks for watching, you guys. Join us next week as we get closer to having our boat ready for the big crossing. First score of the trip.
You're asleep for the first one.
Second score for the trip.